What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Comic Aussie. Thank you for joining me. You know what? I just thought it'd be kind of fun just to get back to some books. After everything that's transpired in the past couple weeks, why don't we just get down to some really some cool books. So I'm just going to make this short little video, my top 10 books that I picked up for this year. So without further ado, there's a little bit of an order, I guess, from... I'll save the best for last. And I do have 5 runner-ups, so I guess 50 in all total. But some really cool books that I grabbed this year, and super happy to have them in the PC. And there's a couple in here that I just wanted to add to the collection, knowing moving forward that I'd like to upgrade the grade itself. I just wanted to have it in the PC. It was just because I grabbed it because of the price point, but you know, some cons in the future. Hopefully I can maybe upgrade to something a little bit better. I have gained a little bit of confidence coming off of the heels of Terrificon in the art, I guess, or the process of approaching a dealer asking for an upgrade, because basically he's downgrading his book because he's taking your lesser grade and then, you know, making a trade. So again, without further ado, some of the top 10 books, and then we'll do the top 5. First one I have here, I got this one as a raw book. I picked it up for a pretty good price. I think I got it off of eBay, but it looked really great in the photos. It looked even better when I got it in person and sent it off, and it came back in 8.5. So first book I have is Ghost Rider. Marvel Spotlight 6, Ghost Rider, second appearance. But I just love this book. Love that blue cover. Definitely have a thing for Ghost Rider, trying to get a lot of the key books into the PC. Next book I have, I picked it up at Terrificon in one of the trades that I had made. Recently, I guess I got it into my head that I wanted to have this book in the PC. I'm very confident, I'm comfortable with the grade that I have, so probably won't upgrade this one. What do I have here? Tomb of Dracula 1, CBCS 7.5. That is just a beautiful, beautiful presenting book. It looks great. It looks like it might be able to get a bump, but I'll probably just leave it for now and then maybe attempt that next year. All right, guys, next book. I was actively hunting for this when I was at Terrificon. I was happy to find it. I got an exact grade that I wanted because that was the price point that I felt comfortable with. Next book I have is Ghost Rider 1. I love this book. Ghost Rider 1. It just looks great in this 7.0. It's just a beautiful book. Again, I have something in my head about Ghost Rider right now, so I'm just trying to grab all the keys that I can before he makes his appearance. Next book, again, I got it from Terrificon. I was happy to find this. I had a raw book that I got off of, I think it was a Facebook marketplace. I couldn't really tell the condition, but I picked it up for really cheap. I think I got it for, I want to say, 70 bucks. When I sent it off to D'Angelo to have it clean and pressed, he's like, it looks like a 7.5. That's exactly what it came back as. But it was a new stand, so I sold that in one of my recent Whatnot sales. Went to a great friend of mine, but I knew I wanted to get a higher grade in the collection. So what do I have here is Amazing SpiderMan 252. I'm after the trifecta. I do have 141 getting graded right now, and the Spectacular Spider-Man 90 also getting graded. So happy to have that, a new stand. All right, so these I showed off in a recent video. I picked this up in a trade. Eventually, I think I'd like to settle in at about a 7.0 with this book, but I started as a 3.5. I made a trade at Terrificon, and I think I did really well with it, with that trade. I'm probably gonna send this off to get the custom label because I had it on the other book and I really loved it. So what do I have here? Fantastic Four 49 and 5.0. Just presents so much better than my 3.5. Definitely love that book. One of the books I picked up early last year from a great seller, Comic Book Addiction. I picked it up at the Toronto show. So now I'm very much, I like books that are, I guess, connected, like 49, 48, 50. I like to have them all in the same grade. It's just a thing. I like that horizontal continuity with that collecting. So this has to either go to a 5.0 or up to the 7.0 when I get that 49 up in that grade range. I have Fantastic Four 50. I love this cover. Some people don't like the brown. I love the way Silver Surfer pops on this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful cover. The higher grades definitely look really good. When you get a lower grade, it definitely does not look as good as some other books in a lower grade, but happy to have that one. I'll save that one there because they came together. Next book, I picked this up. I was watching a sale, an auction, and the price was pretty reasonable. So I was watching, and nobody was really kind of bidding up past the point. I definitely got it out under FMV, what it's going for. It's still a hot book. It's still a great book to have in the collection. It's one of those foundational books to have, and just a classic. I'm totally comfortable with the grade. It probably will stay as is and definitely stay in the collection. What I have, Iron Man 55, first appearance of Thanos. I love this book. When I first started trying to hunt for this book, most of the books that were in the range that, you know, I could afford or allocate the funds to were definitely, you know, in a 6.0, 5.5 ish. But I was happy to score this for a pretty good price. I'll probably send this one off to get the custom label. I just like those custom labels. They look great. Another book I got off of Terrificon. Yes, I got a few books there. I was very happy. Definitely, I was after a 7.0 in this. I should have been a little bit more patient with it, but it happens. I made it in a trade. I definitely got it in and around FMV for what it is right now. So pretty happy with that. It presents so well on the front cover. It looks awesome. It has some issues in the back cover. That's why it has the grade it has. So for now, it's just a fantastic book to have. One of the characters I definitely love. It brought me into collecting with first solo series, that great Mike Zeck cover that I have. Punisher 1. So what do I have? Yes, Amazing Spider-Man 129. Just a beautiful, beautiful book. Love having that in the PC. All right, guys, two more. Number 9 that I got this year. It came. These two books I picked up together. Again, I got it from Comic Book Addiction. It's a great seller. It's out in Whitby, I believe. I was going to pick up the last book, and it just so happened when I was chatting with the owner, Steve, I believe, I saw this on one of the racks above the cash, and I was like, hey, can we work out on a deal for that? And we did. I've always wanted to get this book in actually this specific grade. Wasn't actively hunting for it, but you know, I was being kind of patient with it. What do I have? Another favorite character of mine, XMen 10. We have first Khazar in Marvel continuity in Marvel. So that is a great book. I love anything early X-Men. Just a beautiful book. So the last book I did get from the same day. I made a video about going to get it. This book presents so well. I really do think it actually looks better than a 4.5. It does have some tears that probably will keep it there. If it didn't have those tears, I'm feeling this would be a 6.0 for sure, but the tears in the front cover kind of, one of them is about 1 inch long, so it kind of keeps it at the grade that it is. Last book that I picked up this year that I feel is in the top 10 is Marvel Spotlight 5. It's beautiful, 4.5. Yeah, I just love Ghost Rider. I love this book. It's awesome. It's not going anywhere. I'm gonna like a higher grade for sure, but I'm pretty happy with that 4.5, so probably stay as is. All right, guys, I have, I think, an almost 5, and then just one bonus because I had to do it. These two books I picked up raw. I actually thought they were going to come back both with the same grade. I'll show this one first. Part of the Galactus origin story. It's another character that I love. Thor 169. And this one here came back as a 5.5. Thor 168. And then this book here, I was looking for this for a while. I was going to try and find it raw and get it graded. But again, I picked it up off an auction. I think I got it off of eBay this year. But it presents really well. I just love this character as well. He's going to make his appearance in the future as Dr. Voodoo. I thought he was going to make an appearance in the past, the most recent Doctor Strange movie. I think that there was possibly a deleted scene or something to that effect. But regardless, just a great book to have. Strange Tales 169, origin and first appearance of Brother Voodoo. Just a great cover. I love that. Romita, beautiful. I just think these books here are kind of a staple to have in the collection. When we do get Wolverine, a lot of the other books are really priced quite high. So these purple books will gain some traction as well. And they're, I'm not saying super cheap, but this one here is definitely, you can find it for a really good price. I did buy this graded. I do have a couple raw copies. Marvel Comics Presents one. I love this book. The back covers are, the wraparounds are even better sometimes in these Marvel Comics Presents. Last book in the top 5. This one I bought, I think off of eBay. It has one little tick on it. I thought it was going to come back like a 9.4, 9.6, but I was happy it came back at 9.8. Also in the Marvel Comics Presents, but this is number 72, part of the origin story of Wolverine as Weapon X, but just a great book to have once we do get him. All right, guys, last book. Again, keeping things nice and light, getting back to some cool books, lifting that heaviness possibly. Last book and the almost, that was the almost 5. This is the almost, just one. I just had to bring it. There's some really cool books that I picked up this year, and this is definitely one of them. I was after this. I wanted a raw copy, but I kind of, you know, I was thinking about it. I was like, it's just trying to get a 9.8 out of this is, I don't know. I'm not saying it's near to impossible, but it's a pretty hard task just because of this black cover. So I'm like, if I can find one for a pretty good price, graded 9.8 for sure. But I picked this up for a great price. I was actually really surprised at the price I got it at Terrificon. What book am I talking about? Sentry #1. I just something about this cover. Sentry, the character, I don't think we're probably ever gonna get. It's just I just don't see that happening. But I just love this J. Lee cover. You know, sometimes those covers just speak to you, right? Anyways, guys, I wanted to make that light video again, coming off all that heaviness from the past couple weeks. Moving forward, let's look at some cool books. So that's my top 10, my almost 5, and the almost 1. So hope you enjoy, guys. That's it for today. If you like this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not, give me a message here on Instagram, follow me on Whatnot. I have weekly sales, and that's it, guys. Hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Take care. Cheers.